Hey everybody, it's Stephanie Old World Gamer, along with Scott Devin Kane, and welcome to the Indie Pixels podcast.
Another week full of gaming news and listening pleasure.
Indeed. And one thing I did notice is that our audience on the Shout Engine website is 7 people, so that's cool. 7 people are listening at least at a time, so...
Hey, that's cool. I like it.
That's a lot more than I thought it was going to be, so that's good.
Right.
And everything else has been going pretty good as well. So I guess,
guys.
Yeah, indeed. So I guess Scott will do the same as usual and start with your news.
All right. So the first thing I have to talk about is World of Warcraft has introduced its brand new expansion called World of Warcraft Legion. And the beta is going to be getting a little bit later on in the year. A few new things that they are going to be introducing into Legion is that they're increasing the level cap to 110. So it's like, we're now 50 levels above where we started the game. It's like introducing 10 more levels of more experience you got to grind through. But a new content. Broken Isles, so that's more Warcraft lore that's going to be thrown in there. A brand new character class, which I'm very interested to see how they're going to be playing, the Demon Hunter. So if you're a fan of Warcraft 3, like Illidan was a Demon Hunter, so there you go. You got that to go with you. A new thing called Artifacts, which are going to be customizable weapons that grow in power as you do.
That sounds pretty cool.
It's going to be like maybe like the heirlooms that they used to have in the game. I'm not sure how artifacts are going to differ, but apparently, heirlooms, you bought this item, it's the blah 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 dagger. Okay, it's going to be this, and it's going to always get more agility and whatever stamina as you grow. So maybe artifacts are going to be like, hey, instead of saying I get this and this is going to be the base of what it is, you could put so much money into this thing and say, hey, this is how this weapon grows. So maybe that's it. No idea. Class-specific order halls and followers, all new dungeons and raids, new world bosses, a revamped PvP progression system. For what I heard, it's going to be something along the lines of how they do it in League of Legends, where if you build a character, you get reputation and whatnot. For the few things that I've seen about it, that's what it looks like. An improved transmogrification system, so you're going to be able to customize your gear even more. Improved social features, I'm not sure what that means yet. And the character boost, which immediately raises one of your characters to level 100. So I'm glad you didn't have to look for it.
Wow.
But for the few things that I've seen, of this expansion, Legion, looks pretty neat. I mean, they have the new map, the Black Isles.
They say the Black Isles, but it's actually the Broken Isles.
Broken Isles, yeah, the Broken Isles.
That's kind of racist, GameSpot. Way to go.
But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 new places that you're going to be, or 6 new zones that you're going to be able to look through, and
those are really nice looking. They're broken up, kind of nice with the rivers and stuff.
Yeah. But a couple character portraits down here, you get to see what the female demon hunter looks like when she's in her demon form, and looks pretty cool. So kind of there hasn't really been very many World of Warcraft expansions that has made me want to go back to the game. One of them, because demon hunters, I wasn't really a night elf player for Warcraft 3, but demon hunters I always thought were a very interesting race or class or whatever you want to call it, and the possibility of playing a blood elf demon hunter, I'm about that. So you can go and opt in for the beta now, but it's not going to be released until a little bit later this year.
Beta now.
Go for the beta. Go get it now. The beta. So, 2 companies that I'd like to throw up here are Square Enix and Konami, which are both reporting big profits of this year. Square Enix said that they're up 12% of their overall revenue, up to 42.2 billion yen. And Konami, their profits are up 159.9%. Holy crap!
Looks like they're finally doing something right, maybe?
I mean, damn!
And this is just quarterly results or something, isn't it?
I know. And it's like, can you imagine? They're up 159% before the release of the Phantom Pain.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, then you gotta think about how much of that is pre-orders.
True, but still. I mean, how many people are going to just go out and just buy the game? I mean, their third quarter, I think, is going to be even better than 159%. But that's just me. But moving along from that, Angry Birds 2, breaking its original game's record with 20 million downloads.
Jesus.
In its first week. Holy
Okay.
crap. It took the original Angry Birds 9 months to get 20 million downloads. Angry Birds 2 did it in its first week. It had 1 million downloads in 12 hours.
How many?
1 million in 12 hours.
Oh, okay. Jesus.
And 10 million in only 3 days. What can you say? I mean, how big a franchise is Angry Birds that it took them 1 week to get 20 million downloads?
Well, I mean, it is a fun game. It's easy to play. It's easy to pick up. It's fun when you're actually playing the game. I mean, it's one of the few games that I play on my phone whenever I play a game on my phone, because I don't usually. I use my phone for video and to check, I guess, messaging and stuff like that. That's pretty much it. And that's probably one of the only games I have on there is Angry Birds.
Right. And since its original launch in 2009, the entire Angry Birds franchise has more than 1 billion downloads.
Jesus. Well, I guess with all the different types of games they put out for it.
Yeah, but still, that's nuts. Nuts. 1 billion downloads since 2009. I mean, in the article, other notable Angry Bird 2 statistics for its first week: 1.4 billion slingshots fired, 800 million levels beaten, 350 million instances of maxing out the Destructometer.
Jeez.
That's insane. That's insane. But the original Angry Birds has paid and free versions. Angry Bird 2 is free to play.
Exclusively.
So, if you guys like Angry Birds, you have absolutely no reason to not just go download Angry Birds 2. It's free to play, and it's Angry Birds. Of course, it's fun. It's Angry Birds. That's all you can say. But moving on. Here we go, Stefan.
I know.
Here we go. Available on the 11th of September 2015. We have
i.e., I'll never get one because I can never get them.
Right. The new Amiibo line is going to be available, which includes Zero Suit Samus, Olimar, the 30th anniversary Mario, it's like the pixel.
The 3D 8-bit Mario, and that's for Mario Maker, yeah.
Yeah. Bowser Jr., Dr. Mario, and Ganondorf.
Which Ganondorf looks huge.
Yeah, the Ganondorf looks awesome. And available 2 weeks later, you're going to have Duck Hunt, Rob, and Mr. Game & Watch.
As a 3-pack, apparently.
Yeah, okay. That right there. That 3-pack. Yup.
Everyone's going to have that gun.
Right. So, which of these are you looking forward to, Stefan?
I will be honest, the 3-pack, is probably one of the... I don't know. Oh, they're all good. Olimar, I'm not... And even Bowser Jr., I'm not, like, all like, oh, God, I gotta have him. But I still would like to have them. But, I mean, the rest of them I would all like to have for sure. And especially the 3-pack, though.
Yeah, that 3-pack looks pretty sweet.
The 30th anniversary looks quite nice as well.
Again, you guys know my love for Metroid, so of course I want the Zero Suit Samus. That just goes without question.
I.e. fat material.
Well, I actually, for real, my Samus amiibo in my backpack everywhere I go. So, just in case there's some Smash to play, I've got my Samus amiibo with me at all times. So, the Zero Suit Samus is just going to go right next to it. And for Melee, I mained Ganondorf for a very long time, along with Samus. So I'm very, very much looking forward to the Ganondorf, just to see how it plays. I mean, in Smash 4, when the amiibos get to level 50, they're really good. I mean, they're like, sometimes hard to beat. I mean, me and my group of friends, I don't want to say we're, decent. We're, me and Queasy, we're above average players, We're not like Evo tournament Smash players or anything like that. But, if we get put up against random guy A, we're going to, floor him. But these amiibos actually put up a pretty good fight. So, the Zero Suit is already tier character. So you're going to have, an amiibo that's going to be tough to beat and a top tier. And then, for me, Ganondorf is it's Ganondorf, whatever. Mm-hmm. But, that 3-pack, though. Featured amiibo figures only available in 3-pack, not sold separately. So good luck, folks, on finding that. And good luck finding that at, even a halfway decent price. Because I'm assuming that's probably going to be releasing in North America for, $50. And Canadian, I don't know what that translates to, $7,000. I don't know.
Something like that, yeah.
So, moving on, the Xbox One, PS4, and PC Mega Man Collection has finally been given a release date. It is August 25th, 2015. The 3DS, the digital 3DS version is going to be coming in early 2016 and hasn't been given a release date yet. So, just giving you guys a little bit of an update that Mega Man Legacy Collection, Faithful Reproductions, blah blah, $15, August 25th. $15, guys.
Yeah.
$15. For Mega Man Collection, Mega Man Legacy Collection.
Oh, wow.
Come on, guys, you cannot possibly miss this.
I'll probably get it if it's through Steam. I'll probably get it because I already have all the first 6, anyways.
Yeah. So, Activision Blizzard has given us a couple numbers.
Blizzard.
Blizz. So, but they give us a couple numbers. Destiny has hit 20 million registered accounts and have logged over 2 billion gameplay hours since September 2014.
Jeez.
Good Lord. The game's not even a year old yet, and they have 2 billion gameplay hours. They average that out to 100 hours of gameplay for every player on average.
Jesus. Wow, that's...
on average.
Yeah.
I mean, I know a buddy of mine that plays Destiny, and I wouldn't doubt that he's got 100 hours on his game. And this is a guy who really doesn't play that many video games, so, what does that say about Destiny? How good is Destiny that it can get a guy who's he's a gamer, but what? I didn't really ever see him play too many video games.
Yeah.
But Destiny has really gotten him to just sit down and play. Hearthstone, Heroes of the Storm, and Destiny combined for over 70 million registered players and $1.25 billion of revenue life to date. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really surprised by that number. There's many people that play, Hearthstone. So, I mean, 70 million registered players. That's a lot, and it's a card game. So, what does that say about the quality of that card game?
Yeah,
it's godlike. Diablo 3 has sold more than 30 million copies to date, and the only thing that they had to say about about themselves that was a downfall is that World of Warcraft subscriptions have continued to slide down to 5.6 million, and they still note that it's the #1 subscription-based game on the planet.
1.5 million people just dropped off.
Yeah, I mean, this is right after a release of an expansion. World of Witches Draenor isn't that old. And now they're down to 5.6 million? ActBlizz, you guys gotta look at something, because you guys have released the new information for World of Warcraft Legion. But I feel that you guys need to do something very... I'm thinking of a word here. You need to do something big with this.
You have to do something drastic.
Yeah. Or Legion's going to be your last expansion. Because 1.5 million more players have left. It doesn't matter that you guys are still the #1 subscription-based game on the planet. Over the last 3 years, you've lost 7 million subscribers. Something's not right. And you need to just look over this and fix it. Because, I'm sorry, it's not even the last 3 years. At the end of 2014, it had 10 million. So, we're talking about in the last 8 months, you've lost 4.4 million subscribers.
Yep.
So, just that alone. In 8 months, you've lost that much. Let me just hit my calculator up. 4.4 million divided by 8. That means you are losing 500,000 subscribers a month. Divide that by 30. You're losing 18,000 subscribers a day. 18,000 a day.
Are you gonna go and play WoW? No, I'd rather play speedrunning. Oh, okay, cool. I'll go home over and play too.
Yeah. I mean, even lowball this crap, lowball this. It's saying that you pay $5. $5 a month. I mean, that's a lot. That's just times 5. You're losing out on $2.5 million on subscribers a month. I mean, that might not sound like much to you guys, but that's still $2.75 million you guys don't have. So, clearly, there needs to be something done. The drop-off could have been worse for this huge Fury of Hellfire update, which helped stabilize subscriber figures, so Activision said. Okay, so you released one content patch, which made people go, oh, there's something new to do. Okay, maybe we'll stop leaving. Maybe, and just maybe, and I'm just going to throw this out there, the developers don't know anything, but maybe you guys need to give us more content more often. I mean, when I used to play back in Cataclysm, it was there were times where even in retail, you would sit back and go, well, goddamn, there's nothing new to do. And months would go, and you'd be like, I have nothing new to do, other than go level other characters. But you can only do that so much.
Yeah, that gets boring really quick.
You clearly need to do something. So, moving along, Killer Instinct Season 2 is done, and Season 3 has been announced by Rare. And not only has Season 3 been announced by Rare, but a cameo character has also been announced. Rash from Battletoads. Now, this, I don't know, it sounds cool, but I've seen the gameplay of Rash. I just don't get me wrong, the thought of having like a character like Rash in a game like Killer Instinct, I think is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe they need to, what they were showing us was just like a preview of the character, blah, 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 and, oh, this is what he's going to look like, about, okay, sure. This is what the character's going to look like, and, some of his moves. Okay, that's cool. It's available now. What? This? That's it? I mean, you get the big boot and you get the horns, and his instinct is people getting hit by the speed bikes? Okay. That's it? Okay. Get that little face up there, that little meme face. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Something about him just doesn't quite click. The character's not gonna stay there for the entirety of the end of Season 2 and the beginning of Season 3. So I think what Rare's trying to do here is to just throw him in there, what people think about him, and then when they actually release Season 3, maybe he'll be a little bit better. But to me, the character just didn't seem like it fit the world of Killer Instinct. But, that's just me. But, moving on, Gears of War Ultimate Edition Japanese is outright canceled. After conducting an investigation into all the necessary changes that would have been made in order to get the content in Gears of War Ultimate Edition, including new content to pass ethical conformity standards, we have concluded that the task would be insurmountable. As such, we've made the choice to forego a domestic release for the game. We apologize to all of our Xbox fans who are awaiting the release of this game with bated breath for this announcement. What? What? So, understand this, okay? A little bit later in the article, they explained that the games are rated under something called 0, which certifies with the letters A, B, C, D, and Z, okay? Which A being mildest and Z being the strongest. There's only like a couple of games like Yakuza and Resident Evil which have gotten for example, typically net a D. Okay, so it's like you're happy-go-lucky. We're gonna go dance around in the forest with rainbows and blah blah blah, and then Z is given to games like Gears of War. Like they were saying, Gears of War 3 and Gears of War Judgment all earned the 0Z distinction. So what is it about this remake that's making it, or this new game that's going to tip it over the scales? That's making it too violent for Japanese Xbox? I don't understand. This is coming from a culture that gives us anime where people slice and dice the fuck out of each other and tentacle porn.
True. Mm-hmm.
So what is it about Gears of War that's so damn bad? What?
There must be something in there that's
Yeah, there has to be. I mean, hell if I know what it is, but
you know the answer. Write it down below.
Right. If there's something about this that I don't know that makes it even worse than the original games, I mean, don't get me wrong, Gears of War is a very violent franchise. I mean, you're cutting aliens apart with chainsaw guns. It makes sense. The game is going to get a very violent rating. It's just a violent fucking game. There's no questioning it. But it's Gears of War. It's just been that way from the get-go, you know? We're not on rainbow trains or anything like this, you know? So, so moving along, Mighty No.9 has... Yes, Mighty No.9 delay has been confirmed, unfortunately, due to persistent bugs. So, from the article, we have an important announcement to share with our backers. Although we understand that everyone was looking forward to playing Mighty No.9 as soon as possible, a release delay is going to be announced at the Gamescom 2015, which is currently being held in Cologne, Germany.
Cologne. The release at this point is being pushed back to a first quarter in 2016. They don't have an actual release date yet. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to wait till next year, guys. It's kind of sucky. Why did you do this to me?
But, pertaining to the online features, they're saying the bugs and the issues have a direct effect on the enjoyment of the game. So, I guess if we've gotta wait, we gotta wait. I would rather wait another 2 quarters to get a game that doesn't work. So, you know, that's just me. So, moving along from that. So, guys, have you not heard enough of me talking about Bloodstained? Well, I get to talk to you a little more.
Yeah, Bloodstained pants.
So,
Blood Brothers.
So, Igarashi has announced that there is going to be a new character in Bloodstained. This guy looks pretty cool.
He does.
This guy, but
maybe it's him. Maybe it's Igarashi. He just doesn't want to say it. This is how he pictures himself.
Right. Wow, I can't even argue with this. But yeah, God damn it! Now I can't not see this. Anyway, so he's got himself a sword, and he's got himself
a whole bunch of seals on that one arm.
Yeah, right.
It looks like it's a mechanical arm.
Yeah, like a bunch of demon seals. And I'm not sure what that's all about. And yeah, and you're right. The arm actually is mechanical. I didn't even see that. Holy crap.
I don't know about the. It looks like there's a different type of seal over his eye as well.
Yeah. So maybe that there's something about this guy that he's like demon possessed and had to cut off his arm. And I don't know. But also, along with the new character announcement, Igarashi has also announced that Xbox One and Windows 10 games are going to be able to be played together.
Cross-play.
Oh, yes. So that means that all those guys out there that have those Xbox Ones, okay, your Xbox One, wait, I got it on PC. I can play with you over there. Hell yeah.
Play with you.
But this new character, man, he looks really cool. Just different. That's all I can say. He's not like another revamp of another character. He looks completely different. Like a guy with a mechanical arm. We've done this. A guy with a mechanical arm that has a whole bunch of seals on them. That's different. So we got a demon hunter kind of character. Okay, there you go. I'm done with Bloodstained.
He's sexy.
For now. And last thing that I have to share with you guys is Dragon Ball Z Extreme Botuten. Botuten.
But Den.
Was released 2 months ago in Japan for the Nintendo 3DS.
Of course.
And for everything that I've seen, the game has been getting really, really good reviews.
Good.
And we in the West here, are North American and European gamers, are going to be getting a demo of it relatively soon. By the time the podcast hits all media outlets, we may be able to get it now.
Yeah,
so,
actually, you can get it now. It's August 6th.
Oh, really? It's out already?
It's out today!
Shit! Oh, I gotta go plug in my 3DS. Holy crap.
Shit.
But, yeah, okay, there you go. It's released today. So, there you go. Dragon Ball Z Extreme Bouten. Oh, my God.
Extreme!
Bouten demo is available. Go download it. Go play it. I got one screenshot. There's a giant-ass Master Roshi about to do a Kamehameha. I don't think I can say no.
You will.
No, I'm not going to say no. But, Z-Assist characters, there's going to be, like, characters that haven't been in the series yet. But, the game's going to be released on October 16th in Europe, Middle East, and Australia, and on October 20th in North America. But if you want to get your hands on a new Dragon Ball game now, go get the demo.
Indeed.
So, that is my extent of the news for this. And I hand the torch unto you, good sir.
My finger, Jesus. Yeah, so got a lot of different news this week about a lot of different kind of games and stuff. Well, I mean, that's the whole point, I guess. But some that we've never mentioned before. So, starting off, Sims 4 is getting a new expansion called Get Together, and they've put out a release date for it for this November. So if you're a person who plays The Sims 4, you'll be proud and happy to know that you will be getting the new expansion this November before Christmas. It's going to be a good Christmas.
Because if you haven't had enough of being able to find a significant other, marry them in less than 3 hours, pushing them into a fireplace, and then you got more.
Well, yeah, and then you put a mausoleum on top of your house, and then people go in and mourn, and when they go into mourn, you go into, like, creative mode, and then you just take out the door and let them die, and then people come to mourn, it keeps growing. You have the best mausoleum in the world, believe me. I had a friend who did that, and I thought, my God. I thought it was bad when we used to, like, put them in the swimming pool and, like, just take out the steps so they couldn't get out. Which, if you think about it, is so stupid. It's like, why can't you just, like, grab onto the So many people do that in real life. Why can't the Sims do it? I don't know. They just don't know how to climb, I guess.
I'm on top of a chair. You haven't given me steps on the chair. I can't get down. I'm gonna starve. No. What do I do?
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. You will eventually get so tired and drown. Oh.
I'm so sorry.
But yeah,
The Sims is just a series that I've never really been able to get into. So
I got into the first one.
To say about it, but
and the thing that I like the most about The Sims is the fact that you get to make and customize a house. I mean, once you go and, like, I'm sorry, but most times I cheat playing that game because, again, I don't even care about playing the game. I just want to have all that money so I can go and make a house, and that's pretty much it. I mean, you could literally make yourself a mock version of a home that you'd want to have for yourself within reason. I mean, don't go saying, like, you're going to have a disco in next to your fucking living room, because that doesn't make sense. But I mean, if you actually build something to the way that you normally would want your house to be, it's a good way to have, to look at things. But other than that, I don't know. I couldn't get into the game as much. It was just too much. Managing my own life is hard enough, let alone fake people's. That's why I don't play Second Life. One is bad enough. I don't need a second one. Jesus.
I don't understand now. Why can't I have my disco?
Well, if that's what you want, go for it.
I want my disco, man.
If you can,
gotta have it.
If you can somehow convince your wife and find a cheap way to do it, I guess, then go ahead. But it's not for me. But anyways, so yeah, new expansion coming this November. And well, speaking of other games coming, Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2. If you do a pre-order for this, you will get unadditional character. And not only that, but I believe they're putting 3 new characters into the game anyways. But if you pre-order, you get this new character called Grass Effect. Because it's a kind of a Mass Effect character and a plant character too. Ooh, so, Scott, you're always full of sauce.
I'm so disappointed.
Raphael would be all jealous about with being around. Jesus.
It's because it's size. He's so fucking smart.
But yeah. Apparently it's also getting a new multiplayer mode called Backyard Battleground, which sounds like, well, it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah, I know. I don't understand this game. I tried playing it, and I can't get it.
Well,
I'm not good with those sort of games, like the real-time strategy and that sort of stuff.
Well, no. This Garden Warfare is the Call of Duty type one. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the one where it's like the first. I think so. Anyways, I'm pretty sure it's the one where it's a first-person shooter type thing.
Oh. Interesting.
Yeah. But no, I just thought about it. Maybe the Backyard Battleground means that instead of just having the one map, maybe there's, several maps spanned together, so that way you kind of do have a battleground where, you try to control different points of these maps or whatever, so that, your team is winning. Oh, yeah. That kind of thing. I don't know. That's just a thought. As you can tell, I'm not one of those people who play that stuff, so...
Alright. But, man, just Grass Effect. No.
What?
No.
It's good.
It's so painful. I just can't.
It's okay. I understand. Anyways, moving forward, apparently the developer of Project Cars is making a new racing game where players are going to take to the sky and fly airplanes. And it's officially called the Red Bull Air Race. But, yeah, I think this could be fun. Crimson Skies, that wasn't a racing game by any means, but it was one of the few aircraft games that I enjoyed playing, and it was, I don't know, you'd have to go and see the game to understand what I'm talking about. I guess it's almost like the 30s, but the aircraft sometimes look a little bit more technologically advanced than it would have in the 30s. You're fighting blimps and stuff, and it was cool. It was a fun game. But yeah, I'm kind of excited to see how this works, because the only racing game that I remember in my mind where you're also in a plane and racing other people was Diddy Kong Racing.
It was sort of like racing like that in like Pilot Wings too. Sort of.
Did they have that in Pilot Wings? Not in the SNES version.
Maybe. I don't know. It's been a really long time since I played Pilot Wings.
Yeah, no, I didn't play Pilot Wings 64, but I don't think there was any racing in 64 either.
I don't know.
Anyways.
There might not be. I'm not really sure.
But yeah, I don't know. It seems interesting. I'd like to see what... like I said, a racing game in the skies would be like, because I could see that being a little bit
I mean, the preview kind of makes it look like that you're kind of doing like an obstacle course, so I'm guessing that's what they mean by racing, like being able to, be the fastest guy to be able to pilot your dude through an obstacle course and whatnot. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is something that they actually do.
In real life, yes, they do, yeah.
So... The Red Bull Air Race, I think this is something like that, real professional racers actually do. So
yeah, and I know they also do this other one where they let people try and make their own flying contraptions.
Oh, that the Flugcraft or whatever the hell, or the Flug or something like that. Where I don't know if they're like really doing it anymore, because there's that one woman that died during one of those competitions.
Jesus.
Yeah, well, she was like on top of like a piano or something like that, and then when it hit the water, she just hit the top of the piano, or it was something like that. Just hit the top of the piano, and then it didn't break. So it's like falling how far it was from the top of that thing,
Onto
and
the
then it's going like splat like that. She ended up dying because of it. So I'm not really sure if it's not. I'm not sure if it's done anymore. But still, this game looks interesting.
Indeed.
I don't know if I'd be 100% about playing it. But...
No, I'm not sure. Like, again, I was never good at those types of games. That's why I said, like, they're very far and few between. Like, I'm sorry, Flight Simulator on, like, 486. Like,
right.
Couldn't do it. Like, for the longest time, the whole down is up and up is down thing, I didn't enjoy that. And which I'm pretty sure still that AVGN doesn't understand that in Top Gun that's what they're trying to say. When they're saying up, you have to press down, and when you press down, you anyways.
Right.
Okay, so...
It's probably more part of just being a character.
Yeah, that's true, too. So, okay. This is not video gaming news. This is kind of like, whoa, holy fuck, what's going on? Apparently, Lexus has made a working hoverboard. Now,
well, this was what?
Now, it does require a magnetic track, but they did make a functioning, working magnetic or working hoverboard, which that just means we're going in a step in the right direction of doing that sort of thing. So that's kind of cool.
I mean, just watching this thing move, that's the coolest thing ever. I mean, it's kind of, I feel it's sort of along the same lines as like how the bullet train works.
I think so, yeah.
Like, I think the bullet train works along the same idea. It's like two magnets just opposite of each other and whatever other controlling features that they have on it. But the fact that we actually have a hoverboard is kind of... I mean, I don't think that we're 100% Back to the Future yet, but, you know. This thing goes over water and, you know, all Back to the Future going on, but...
It looks pretty awesome, I must say.
Right? I mean, it doesn't seem like it's 100% like... It doesn't function all the ways that these guys are trying to make it function.
Yeah, like you're trying to use it as a skateboard as opposed to like...
Yeah, as opposed to just like something that's supposed to only be over the magnetic track. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of neat, like watching some of the things, you know, they go over like an entire pool of water on this thing and like don't even seem to slow down, so it's...
Yeah. Well, I don't know. The back obviously is taking the brunt of the weight, which is how it usually works anyways, I'm pretty sure. But
yeah,
I guess, I mean, if you're going to be there more or less, you know, riding one of these on a real magnetic track or whatever, I'm sure there's a way that you can probably adjust it so that it can obviously float higher or lower, more or less. Like, there's one part where they show a camera view on the very side of it as he's going down, like... one of the, I guess, what am I trying to say? Ramps. There you go. And you can see that, you know, once in a while it does kind of tap on the ground. So I mean, it doesn't have full function. Like I could see that it could probably end up getting damaged quite easily if you don't have the, I guess, magnetic friction, I guess, increased enough so that it actually does stay off the ground the entire time. But I guess at the same time, you don't want the magnet to like push you so that like you're wobbling everywhere either. So there's probably a sweet spot, I would imagine.
Probably. And they said that the board only weighs 25 pounds. It's not too bad considering everything that needs to go in the damn thing. Yeah,
and how easily they were riding it, and was it when he made that jump? It looked pretty fluid. Like it didn't look like it was heavier than a skateboard at all.
He uses superconducting magnets, which require extremely low temperatures to create strong repelling effects. As a result, the board houses cooling rods full of liquid nitrogen, which boils at minus 321 degrees Fahrenheit. So yeah,
that's why there's smoke coming out of the side. I was wondering, I was like, do they have like what is it, dry ice or something in there, but no, okay, that makes sense then that they do that, but...
Yeah, I mean...
That would be expensive, I would imagine, to even use that all the time, let alone putting the magnetic floor in. But, I mean, just having to, you know, get the nitrogen to put in there, like, oh, what?
Yeah. That's a lot. But they, what did they say? There was several hundred feet of magnetic flooring.
Yeah.
Just in that little park right there, so...
I'm pretty sure I read somewhere else it was about 800 feet.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah, but I mean, it's Lexus. They sell luxury cars. It's not like they're like, oh, I don't know if we can afford doing this. Especially to show off our awesome hoverboard. I don't know if we can do it. Like, yeah, they can.
But, I mean, this is, I mean, you know.
It's a step in a new direction. It means that we're starting to learn about how to, you know, control transportation using, you know, magnets a lot more as opposed to just, you know, your traditional just wheels kind of thing. Because I'm sure, you know, this technology, as you said, if it's used with the bullet train and stuff, then I mean, obviously then it can be used with other things. Like, we can get those trains here. Why have a subway? Right.
And I'm not really sure how much different this is going to be from, like, that whole Back to the Future thing. I thought that they didn't work over water. Like the hoverboards, like in Back to the Future, I thought they stopped working over water.
Oh, maybe it's been a while since I've watched the movie, to be honest.
I thought that was a thing, but apparently they found hoverboards that work over water now.
Yeah, well, magnetic, as long as you have, I guess, the flooring underneath the water, it doesn't really matter.
Well, there you go. This is like a step towards the future. We're going to have our hover cars and our hover skateboards. All we're going to have to do is cover the earth in magnets.
Well, not only that, but if you think about it, the magnetic flooring, yes, that would be the cheaper part. But then, like, everyone would just have to get these cars. But then, automation would be much quicker and easier then, because you could just automate and be like, okay, well, I'm going here, so just get me there, and the thing would just automate itself. I would imagine you could do something like that. They're already working on that, anyways. They've done several trials with vehicles where. What is it? I think one drove 10,000 kilometers in Europe, and the only time that the people had to take over was in rush hour in like somewhere in like Russia somewhere. So I mean, like, you would expect something like that to kind of have someone take over. But I mean, to do most of the trip with just sensors and cameras doing all the work for you,
that's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. So I mean, again, a lot of cool things could be coming in the future. We got to stop arguing about religion and other stupid stuff. I'm not saying that religion is stupid. I'm just saying that we just, I don't like your religion, you don't like mine, so we should fight over it. Like, you know what? Just go do your religion. Who cares? Right. How is it bothering you? Well, he doesn't believe him. So what? If you believe that that person's going to hell and you're going to go to heaven because you believe in one and they don't, then fine. Believe that. Don't force him to fucking believe Jesus. Okay, that's...
This podcast is going to hell.
So, it probably is.
We're going to hell.
But you know what I mean? Like, with this kind of stuff, like, we can start moving in a different direction in the world. We just got to kind of all come together and have fun with it. And, yeah. Anyways... Moving forward with the podcast, Microsoft and Seagate have got together and created a 2 terabyte Xbox One hard drive. Not only that, you're probably thinking, oh no, it's going to cost so much. It's slated to be $110. The normal price of any pretty much 2 terabyte external hard drive, a good one, is about $110. So, I mean, okay. Yep. Not only that, but it looks nice. It's green and stuff. It matches the system. I like it.
I honestly think that they needed to have done this before. I have a lot of friends who are complaining that the Xbox One just doesn't have enough internal space.
None of those. I'm sorry. I think we've already talked about this with the Wii U. 32 gigabyte. Are you serious? 32 gigabyte. What? I could fill that up with a regular game. I mean, GTA 5 itself is about 50 gigabytes? So, I mean, you have already maxed out your Wii U and are looking for extra room for a game. If GTA 5 was available for it, obviously, but you know what I'm saying. Extra expansion should be considered all the time, and it should be just as easy. You shouldn't have to get a special hard drive. You should just be able to get your own external and plug it in, and that's it. I mean, if you guys want to make money over it, and that's what you're getting all butthurt about, get a special fucking dongle. Have a weird little fucking thing on your console that looks all weird, that has a special connection that just reroutes to a regular USB, and then you're fine. Charge $50 for it. You get your $50 for this little stupid dongle adapter that probably costs you like $1 to make in China. Best kind. All kinds of profit all over the place. Not only that, we're buying the hard drives. You guys don't have to worry about customer service. You don't have to worry about, maintaining them and damages and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But with all these consoles, with the way the games are being, I mean, it just makes sense that they all have these USB ports, but, can't use this. Why? I want to...
And this 2 terabyte kernel has just been... for what did we report on last week? That like the entire Rare collection or whatever, like 500 gig or something. We say it was.
I'm not 100% sure,
but it's huge. They said it was like 50 games.
Yeah, I would say it's probably around 50 or 70 gigs at most, but just because a lot of them are older. But yeah, still, it's still large, and I mean. Like I said, if it was for something like the Wii U, you'd be pissed off because you can't actually play that game.
Yep.
And not only because it's on the Xbox, but because you physically couldn't install it, which is so stupid.
Yeah, I'm not really understanding why these. I mean, we're talking about like games today, 35 to 50 gig a piece. So what is a 500 gig hard drive going to do you? 10 games? Oh shit. Yeah.
Well, I mean, not only that, but think about... Okay, again, going back to the Wii U. Imagine having to delete your games so you can play another one, and then having to go re-download them. That's more stress on Nintendo's servers of people just re-downloading their games again.
Over and over again, because they don't have the room to save them.
Exactly, which is so fucking dumb.
Just doesn't make sense to me. So something like this is just... If you have an Xbox One, you're almost like... forced into buying something like this just so you have room for your other fucking games. And
you're probably happy with it anyways, to be quite honest. And like I said, it does actually look nice. I like the look of that external drive. That looks really sleek and it matches the whole Xbox color scheme of just black and green.
Black and green, yep. Yep. Two terabytes is just, at this point, just mandatory.
Indeed. And so, like I said, that will be $110, so that's quite nice, I must say. Going into more, I guess, Xbox, Halo Wars 2 has been announced, and it'll be developed by Creative Assembly. What can I say about that?
I mean, I know my brother plays a lot. He played a lot of Halo Wars, and he was telling me about the ranking system of Halo Wars and how many games you have to play to make max rank. It's absurd.
Oh, I would imagine.
We're talking like, he said something like he had played 2,000 games of it and he wasn't even like halfway through the progression system.
That's kind of shitty.
Mm-hmm. And consider that games like that take 30 minutes at minimum.
Yeah, really though.
So it's not like StarCraft where games can potentially end in 10 minutes if your opponent's bad at making defense or slow or anything like that. Halo War games are like 30 minutes at minimum because when you get the higher rank, clearly your opponents are not going to be bad at making defense. So maybe this is going to be something that they address in Halo Wars 2, because I think like the necessity of having to play that many games to make max rank is a little absurd.
Yeah, really though. But
I wish I had more input because I didn't play Halo Wars. But,
neither have I. But I don't know.
It's worth mentioning. It's Halo.
Indeed, and I'm sure, Ed, that you guys will be happy about it. But apparently, it is going to be coming to PC fall 2016. So I know it's quite far away, but at least it's announced, and you know who's making it. So there you go. Next item on our list here is a new game, and it's called Unravel, and it features a little red dude, and he's made of yarn. Which never mind. But apparently he uses his yarn to his advantage, like making bridges and that sort of thing. But it looks like pretty awesome. The look of the game is just
looks pretty neat.
Yeah, like it looks realistic along the lines of almost Little Big Planet. There you go. That's the game I was trying to think of.
Yeah.
Kind of like Sackboy, but just with yarn. And apparently yarn is unraveling behind him the entire time, which I think is hilarious. He's just, I guess, an unlimited piece of yarn. Or maybe that's his poop. Maybe every time he expends energy, he just poops out more yarn. It's just, that's how his body works.
Gameplay kind of looks like it's going to be something along the lines of Little Big Planet, where you're going to have to use the yarn, navigate your environment, and you're going to be able to like tie the yarn off to like little docks, and you can go back and use the yarn to jump up to higher places when you make a bridge from point A to point B to be able to find other things that will help you move along in the environment. So this is a pretty neat concept. I like it.
That's cool.
And yeah, like it kind of has like those Little Big Planet graphics and whatnot, but make yarn bridges to be able to go from here to there. Pretty neat. And then you can use yarn bridges to like carry other things that you may need in future places. I mean, that's kind of neat.
It's a really smart game, and
right.
Again, I know that I said that the whole Yoshi yarn thing, but maybe that's maybe that's a new cute thing that people are getting into, is the whole retro yarn look type thing. Oh God, get out of the water, little guy. But it's definitely one of those games that I know this is going to sound almost sexist, but I would imagine that most females would enjoy playing and absolutely adore the little dude, because he's adorable. That's the only word I can think of, is that this little dude is like absolutely adorable.
A little red old cat demon dude.
Yeah, right. Like I don't even.
That's all I could say.
The top of his head is kind of weird. Like that's what makes it. It's almost like Stewie or something.
Yeah, I guess I could see that.
Or like crusty hair without the top part.
Right.
But, anyways, so yeah, if you want to go check out the trailer for Unravel, if you're interested in, well, I guess anything that we just said then about the game, it does look really fun. It's obviously very puzzle oriented and stuff. Yeah. So if you're interested in that, I'm pretty sure you'll love this. The water. I guess physics and the look of the water itself is just really, really good as well.
I have a feeling if you liked games like Braid, I think you're gonna like this.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
But I just closed my water bottle and tried to drink.
It's okay. It's okay. I guess the next thing to discuss is some new hardware. If you're a person who is looking for new PC hardware and stuff, Corsair has announced that they're going to be putting out a new keyboard with Cherry Silent switches, with the Cherry Silent switch. Sorry, and they're also putting out new MMO mouses, a new MMO mouse, and a new lineup of gaming headsets. And let me tell you, all this stuff looks.
Yeah, I mean, the one picture that they have of the keyboard there, that looks so neat.
I'm pretty sure you can get one similar to that at like EB Games and stuff right now. But this new Switch, I'm not sure if does this Cherry Silent Switch thing means that like your keyboard can switch to the mechanical to a silent type. Because if that's the case, that would be really awesome, to be quite honest.
That'd be kind of neat. Like if you can hear me, like
Oh yeah.
When I'm hitting my buttons, you can hear that I'm hitting my buttons.
Yeah.
So if there's literally a switch, and then you like all of a sudden stop hearing keystrokes,
Oh, that'd be pretty cool.
like, okay, if that's what it is, but still, that's.
And I mean,
nothing like that. And the mouse just looks awesome.
The mouse does look awesome. Not only that, but the keyboards and mice, I'm pretty sure. Actually, also the headsets. I forgot about that. Even the headsets have all customizable LEDs in them, so you can change the colors of pretty much everything. I was one of those, or I kind of still am one of those people who like to have the customizable color things. But the headsets even have it for the lights to tell you if your mic has been muted, if you're transmitting, if you're receiving, all that other kind of cool stuff. I'm not sure what gaming headsets are like. Maybe there's special buttons or something. I have no idea, but
it says all 3 headset models have 50mm drivers, and the 7.1 models have info mics, aka mic booms, excuse me, outfitted with LEDs that convey settings, mute, and etc. So you're going to be able to, like, just right on your headset, be able to like mic boom, or turn it off or turn it on, and switch the volume of your microphone just without even having to go into any settings or anything like that. Just do it right from the headset. And the LEDs on it look pretty neat too. So
it does, yes. But yeah, right now they're saying that the Strafe RGB Solid keyboard is coming in at $160, and the standard Strafe RGB is coming in at $150, and the LED only Strafe is going for $110. The new mouse, which has been dubbed the Scimitar, is going to be about $80 when it comes out in September. And the headsets are priced at $130 for the wireless 7.1, $100 for the USB 7.1, and $80 for the stereo analog. So, not that expensive if you consider how much some of the other keyboards and mice combinations that you can get, and how expensive some of those can get to. $80 for that MMO mouse, that's not that bad.
That's pretty good.
That's really good. I would have expected $120 plus for that.
Right.
So,
and it also looks like the cord that's coming off that mic is going to be one of those. Oh damn it! You see it. What the hell is that called?
I'm not sure which picture you're looking at.
The mouse. The
mouse itself. It's like the fiber kind of.
Thank you, fiber. Thank you. I couldn't get that word to show up, but yeah, I mean, it kind of looks like it's going to be something that is at least durable.
Yeah, it's the same type of one that I think my mouse has, which it is. It's super durable and it's quite nice. It's like a braided fiber. But yeah, again, this is not that expensive. Wireless 7.1 with those features for $130. Yes, please. And the headsets, by the way, are launching this August, late in August. So you'll be able to get those before the mouse at the very least. So let's see, what else do we have here? Arena Brawler Cobalt is coming to PC finally in October. And if you're a fan of, I guess, what would you call it, the Arena Brawlers?
Yeah, 2D Arena Brawlers.
Then you're going to be excited for Cobalt. It's just, it has this kind of like a bullet time type thing, and it looks fun. It's just, again, it's fun. If you like Duck Game, that type of thing. But this one looks like there's other versions of it, so it's not just multiplayer. You can actually do a. It almost looks like a story mode or something, or like missions or something.
Right.
But it looks so good. So yeah, if you're familiar with playing that, then you'll be able to. You won't have to worry about having to own an Xbox for it. You can just play it on the PC.
And there's a available playable build available now, and the game was made by Oxeye and published by Mojang. Wonder where I heard that name before.
Oh, I did not know that.
I don't know who else. What other games that Mojang made? I don't know.
Wasn't it like?
Yeah, it was like
Mine Dirt or something.
Yeah, something like that. Dirt mining or that.
Okay, and something that we previously mentioned in a previous podcast, Kickstarter Red Ash, developed by the same team that created Mighty No.9.
I can't believe this.
Did not reach its Kickstarter goal, but, and this is the nice part, despite this, it's still going ahead, and it's all thanks to Fuze Entertainment. Mm-hmm. Apparently, they pitched in the rest that they needed, I guess, and they're going to go ahead and make the game.
I cannot believe that this game didn't make its Kickstarter.
I was too. I must say, I was very amazed.
I'm blown away. This game looks so beautiful, and of the preview video that we got, how did people not donate to this?
Now, the other thing is that the anime did reach its Kickstarter goal. That's going ahead, 100%.
Right, yeah.
But, I mean, that's an anime, and they were only looking for 150. But, they made almost $520,000, $1 short of $520,000 of its $800,000 goal. So, But at least now it's still going to get made. That's the most important thing. It's still going to get made. So,
and the thing that we probably have to blame for the failure of this Kickstarter is probably Mighty No.9.
More than likely, because people were probably more worried about. Okay, no, let's not worry about this right now.
If this is what we're going to do with this Kickstarter over here, and we don't have this game yet, and we were promised to have this. We were promised to have had this game already. Why are you starting a new Kickstarter over for this game over here? Mm-hmm. You haven't been living up to our expectations of releasing this game yet, and now it's getting pushed back to 2016. Why would we donate to this game?
Exactly.
I guess I understand that much, but at the same time, Red Ash looked fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Thankfully, we're going to be able to get this game.
Indeed. And I think it's going to be one of those games that people are going to forget about, and they're not going to know so much about it just because of, again, they were more focused on Mighty No.9 and other games, but then they're going to find it eventually and be like, whoa, what is this? This game is, a lot better than what I thought it was going to be. And I think it's going to be one of those games that people aren't going to realize how good it is until they finally, I guess, go and bother to buy it.
Yeah.
So, moving on to more Street Fighter V news.
Here we go.
Vega has been confirmed for Street Fighter V.
I purposely did not go over the last character announced for Street Fighter V. I completely washed over Nikali because I didn't like the way that he looked at all. Mm-hmm. But this.
Now, Vega, you all know Vega. I mean, you see him in Street Fighter 2. He's a kind of buff but kind of skinny dude, tall and stuff. Loves his claw, and he's all fast. So you go and you watch the Street Fighter V Vega reveal trailer, and you're like, okay, he's bigger and kind of buff. He doesn't look as tall, honestly, either, as you'd expect. And you're like, okay, fine, whatever. Then you start to see him fight. And then you're just like, why is he so slow? Is this like in half motion? What's going on? No, it's full on motion, and it seems like Vega has been made sluggish and slow. And
one of the main appeals to players who played Claw in whatever game he was in, whether it was Street Fighter 2 or whether it was Capcom vs. SNK 2 or Street Fighter 4 or whatever, is the appeal to playing as Claw was the fact that he was super fast.
Yeah.
And that was, one of the things that just made him really good. He had, super fast movement and moves that just came out really fast. Plus, being able to use the claw.
Indeed.
That's why he's called, in the fighting game community, that's why he's called Claw. Also because of the whole, name difference, so we don't confuse M. Bison,
yeah.
M. Bison, Vega, and Balrog.
Balrog, yeah.
Because the character we're talking about here is Balrog, but because North America is stupid, we have Vega, but whatever, he's called Claw.
Yeah.
But I watched this Street Fighter V preview of Claw, and I'm just not impressed at all.
No, God, no.
He feels like he's taken a major hit to his speed. And, Claw's Claw, he's going to have his moves. But then I'm told that there's 2 fighting styles of being able to play Claw. Playing him with and without the Claw?
It just doesn't make sense.
What?
He's always been known to use his claw. Why would he just not use it now? I mean, yes, I know that at the same time, there was always that chance that it could get knocked off during the fight, and that was fine. You understood that. Mm-hmm. That was the kind of cool thing about it, was that could actually happen. That was, kind of some of the fun in there. But, changing someone who's fast and relies on the claw to, like, sluggish and, well, you don't really have to use claw if you don't want to. It's just, well, why don't you just give us a different character and just be like, here, we'll call it Vega's cousin. Second. No, it's too easy. But still, I don't know. It doesn't feel like someone I want to play with right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I just doesn't. And what kind of fighting style is he gonna play with without the claw? Is he really gonna turn into like a throw or a brawler character? A throw fighter? Is this where he's gonna go? I mean, it's just the art concept of Vega. I like it. I like the new way that he looks. I think that his beefiness is a little whatever. He's always been that way. I mean, not like he looking like now. No,
he's not on roids like he is now. But I mean, he always looked like pretty chiseled. And like I said, he looked somewhat taller. But there, he just like, I don't know. It didn't remind me of Vega by any means.
Yes, I mean, something about it just, I don't know. And just his normals just seem so fucking slow. I mean, that was the attraction of playing Claw, was that a lot of his normals were really. And just here, it's just like everything looks so slow. I mean, maybe to me, or maybe it's just like Street Fighter V. Maybe it's a little bit slower. I really haven't seen that much of it. Of the gameplay that I've seen, it didn't seem like it was that slow. It seemed like it was about the same speed as Street Fighter 4. But I don't know. I expect a character that's just bouncing all over the fucking place, and you never know when he's going to attack. You never know how he's going to attack. And just, he's in this corner, now he's in that corner, now he's up in the air, now he's down here, now you're getting thrown, now you're dead. That's what I'm expecting, Just not this.
Yeah, really though.
Not this. But that's just me. I expect a character that's faster than what I saw.
Yeah, no, and myself as well, because like I said to you earlier, Vega was one of the people I mained with on Super Street Fighter 2. That's just who I use. This Vega, I just always liked him. And that just doesn't make me want to use him as a character when I go to play the game at all. So
yeah, not sure.
Anyways, another new game coming out called SUPERHOT.
Oh, this game looks so cool.
It is really cool, but the trailer is so weird. Super hot. super hot. Like, it does that like 3 or 4 times in the video, and you're like, what's going on? Stop. But the whole point of the game is like it's a first-person shooter thing where you have a gun and so many bullets, and you have a bunch of almost like crystalline people. I guess you're crystalline as well. They're red crystalline people. You're kind of, I guess, gray or graphite. But yeah, you run out of guns, and you have to like throw the guns at people to stun them, and then you have to like. You just gotta watch the video. It's a new type of twist to I guess first-person shooters.
It's different.
Yeah, it focuses on like strategic bullet time gameplay more than anything else.
Yeah, where the basic concept of the game is that the only time the world moves is when you move.
Yeah.
I mean, you can, just move your crosshair all over the place without the game moving. But as soon as you like actually physically move your body, the game will move.
Yeah, and you can see the lines from all the bullets and stuff. It's pretty cool, I must say. Oh,
there's nothing like this.
Yeah, this is pretty awesome. Like I would play this, and I'm not a first-person shooter person anymore. So I mean, if I'm saying that, then it just you'd have to go and give it a look. It looks like it would be so much fun.
It looks like it's gonna be super hot.
Super hot. Yeah. Oh god. When you go watch the trailer, you'll understand.
You gotta watch. You actually have to watch the preview to understand that reference.
Oh god. So yeah. That was a new game that they had, of course, at the Gamescom thing. So yeah. And apparently it was also kickstarted or something. I was not aware that this was kickstarted at all. So yeah, that's interesting. I'm gonna end up buying this game, guaranteed, just because it looks so much fun.
I like first-person shooters, and this is an absolutely unique design in a first-person shooter. So it's something different to try, and I very much want to try this.
Indeed. So, I'm sure everyone has heard by now that, if you want the special edition of Fallout 4 with the Pip-Boy Edition, you can't get them anymore because they're sold out. Well, fear not. Thanks to a very incredible fan of the game, you can actually download a free schematic to print your own. Meaning, yes, you'd have to have a 3D printer, but I know it's not available here, but I'm sure in bigger cities, there's probably places where you can go and, bring in a schematic into a store, and they have a 3D printer, and they'll be like, yeah, sure, we can make that for you. And then you just pay for it, and there you go. You have your own Pip-Boy. So that's pretty cool. I thought that was pretty awesome that the guy, went through the trouble to make a schematic and a Pip-Boy with a 3D printer, but then have the schematic available for free download so that everyone who can't get one can get one. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. I mean, what they're saying is that the only thing that you're going to need to put this thing together is a 3D printer, screws, glue, sandpaper, and other things that you probably have laying around in your tool shed.
Exactly.
So, if you want your own Pip-Boy, man, just put a couple hours of work into it, let your 3D printer do its job, and there you go.
Indeed.
Looks pretty neat.
Indeed. And I'm very jealous because I would have really loved to have had the money to pre-order and get Fallout 4 with the Pip-Boy, because it looks like such a nice collector's item. I'm not gonna lie, like a lot of the new stuff that's coming, like I have to pre-order Dragon Quest soon and hope that I can still get the slime stuff because that stuff looked awesome as well. But there's so many like new or special editions of games coming out that I'm just like, I don't have money all the time. Stop. Right. And not only that, but I'm a retro game collector. Stop. I want to spend my money on retro games. Stop putting out special things with your awesome games. It's bad enough that they're awesome. I have to go and spend like $60 or $80 on a game there, let alone having to spend like 120, 140, 200 on some games, depending on what you're looking to get. Like that mini fridge thing. Jeez.
Yeah, that.
And again, I don't even play Call of Duty. Don't even care at all. I'm sorry. If you love Call of Duty and jerk off to it every day, good for you, but it's not for me. I can't get into it. I can't. But mini fridge, it's just like, I could just sell the game, keep the mini fridge. And that's actually what I have in my head. Like, I would probably do that. I would sell the game back to EB and be like, how about if I open this here? You guys get to keep the game, and I'll just keep the mini fridge. Is that cool?
Right.
Why not? Complimentary ambulance, because old people are falling everywhere.
It wouldn't be one of our podcasts if we didn't have background things going on. For once, it's not me.
And apparently the slowest ambulance that they have here. We'll get there sometime. And now it sounds like it's... What are you guys going to get, coffee? Anyways. Another new trailer revealed at Gamescom. Need for Speed.
Oh, man.
And if you haven't seen this yet...
Oh, my.
Yeah, it's... I was always a fan of the Need for Speed franchise, especially Underground 2 was one of the ones that I played the most. And that one was the one that I felt that gave you the most control, that gave you the customization options, and it was actually just fun to play it as. Because I'm not one of those people that are like, oh man, my car is a 3-block cylinder. I don't know what the fuck that. I probably just said bullshit. I don't know stuff about cars. I know what I like my cars to look like. I know how to drive them, more or less. Am I a racer? No, I'm not a racer. But I like to play Need for Speed games that, because they used to feel a lot like, good, fun racing games. And, I've played a lot of the newer ones recently, and I don't know, it just doesn't have the same feel. And I know that a lot of people say it's more realistic, but to me, it feels like it's not. If you're using a controller, it doesn't make sense that if you press on the controller too much, that all of a sudden you're just veering off to the side. No, that's not how a steering wheel goes. I mean, if you're pressing down, it should have kind of like a slowdown, as if you're turning the wheel slowly.
Right.
As opposed to you're pressing down and you're just going, oh, I'm whipping it over 90 degrees. No, that's not how games should be controlled. But anyways, this one looks like it's not one thing that they're actually focusing on is the whole cinematic gameplay, meaning that they're trying to get more immersive story for the street racing. They're focusing more on graphics and the look of the game and just racing. That's it. None of this, random bullshit like. I think one of the newer Need for Speed games was you're over in Europe and you have a bunch of these supercars or something, and all the police are chasing all this shit. I'm just like, I looked at it and I was like, nope, not touching it. I was looking for a racing game to play, and I looked at that and I was like, no, I can't do it. It just, all the cars look the same to me, for one thing. The second thing is that all this crap with the police and it didn't look like it was fun. Not to me anyways. So, this new Need for Speed looks like it's fun.
Oh yeah.
And I want to play it.
And the graphics just look immaculate.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. It just looks so damn good.
Mm-hmm.
And Need for Speed has always been pretty good with how they look.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So, this new one,
it's much nicer. Again, it's not just, here's one line of cars, and there you go. It's, again, going back to a lot of the other better racing games, in my opinion, where you have older cars, and you have newer ones, and you have ones from the 80s and the 90s, and, your supercars, and your classical ones, and your muscle car. It has everything, and that's the kind of stuff I like in racing games.
Right.
I like that. So, go check out the trailer if you haven't seen it yet, and see how sexy it looks. Something that everyone is going to be happy about. Zelda Triforce Heroes. The release date was finally announced, and it's coming October 23rd.
Not soon enough.
True, but not that far away.
I know.
It's still before Christmas. It's one of those games that you might be able to sneak in before Christmas without them saying, oh, Christmas is just around the corner, you fucking wait. And you're like, it's just right there. But it's the 23rd of October, so it's like Halloween's still not here yet, and you're like, yeah, new Zelda game. Oh, okay. And then you can just sneak off and get it, so everything's good. So that's something to look forward to. Again, more games coming out. It seems like a lot of games are coming out in October recently.
Yeah, I know.
Which is not a bad thing.
No, it's like you get these October games, and then you get your Christmas games. You get your double dipping. Hell yeah.
Or maybe you have, maybe you have a parent or a loved one who's like, okay, I'm going to buy them all these newer games in October and then get the Christmas ones as well. Keep them all. And then, like, you get up Christmas morning and you're like, what the fuck is all this? And then you open it up and you're like, oh my God, look at all the stuff I got. And then you're going to freak the fuck out. You probably have a small seizure, but that's cool because turkey's coming. So you'll just sit there in your underwear playing Zelda all morning, and then you can switch over to Transform. It's gonna be a good Christmas. Oh, so excited! This is just it is actually one of the better years for games this year. 2015 was one of the better years for games. I hope they keep going in that direction, though. Change Metroid. More, I guess, kind of Nintendo news, but not really. Not kind of, but not really. There is a $1,000 reward bounty offered for finding out how to do a Mario 64 glitch. Apparently, there's this name is going to be hard for me to pronounce. Penenkoek 2012. He explains pretty much what happens there, and apparently this Penenkoek 2012 is a glitch hunter, and he's the one who's offering $1,000 for a recent glitch that happened during a stream by Dota_Teabag, LOL. LOL is from me, not from the name. But apparently he done a glitch where he jumped a certain way at a wall and he level jumped upwards, which is more of a rare glitch than the downward ones. I'm sure lots of us have seen the downward glitch where all of a sudden you're just like, no, what is happening? How did I fall through the fucking floor? And this is in the TikTok clock stage, so again, you definitely know what I'm talking about by falling through the stage. Anyways, apparently this glitch, it's very hard to do. The guy offering it, the reward, has tried doing it himself numerous times, and has even set out specific regulations and rules on how to record this and how to play the game through a ROM, so that way he can record it all and see exactly what happened and how exactly the glitch happens, so that he can, I guess, do it over again. So
it's a big deal because for speedrunners, this is going to be something that just hacks off seconds.
Oh God, yes.
And it for those that don't understand speedrunners, individual seconds mean everything to them.
Oh God, yes.
It's like when they, like, let's say, they beat this game in 2 hours, 15 minutes, and 8 seconds. The fact that they could beat the game in 2 hours, 15 minutes, and 7 seconds means the world to them.
Indeed.
Every time that they improve on their best time is a big achievement for them. So to be able to find a glitch that potentially makes them, glitch up, which is a very rare thing in Mario games, because normally whenever you go to clip through something, the game wants to push you down.
Oh God, yeah.
That's the thing. 99,000 times out of 100,000.
That's just pretty much right, yeah.
Or whatever, like more than whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. When you clip through something, you're gonna fall. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So finding a way to clip up is a big, big thing. And we're talking about a stage you're gonna have to go through multiple times. So we're talking about potentially finding like an up clip that's going to shave like 30 seconds off of some of these speedrunners' runs. And for these guys, that's massive.
Oh God, yes.
And we're talking about the difference in just like playing a speed run and getting a new personal best to playing a speed run and getting a world record run.
Yeah.
It's that much of a difference. So that's why these guys are so adamant about finding this upwarp, that they're willing to pay $1,000 to find somebody who can recreate it. Yep. It's that important to them.
Yep. So there you go. If you like playing Mario 64 and maybe you've even experienced that same up glitch yourself in the TikTok clock stage, then by all means go and apply and start recording. Net yourself $1,000. I'm sure you can think of quite a few things. We just talked about Christmas shit.
Yep.
There you go. Christmas money. Boom. Done. It's there.
There you go. $1,000, folks, to find a Mario 64 glitch.
So as long as you like playing the game, that's all that really matters. Okay, so I'm sure some of you know I like pirate games. I do. I've always enjoyed pirate games. Big pirate game fan.
Do you like pirates?
I do, just a little bit. Apparently, there is a new pirate game coming to PC and Mac, and it's currently only in alpha. It looks so good. It's first person.
This looks really fucking neat.
You go from basically piloting your ship to and you can just run your ship right into the stern of another, or fire your cannons at somebody else, or whatever. But basically, it's a first-person type thing where you can board ships, they can board you. You fight off other pirates, you fight off pirate hunters, and I want to play it so much. It's like Skyrim meets pirates, and I want it right now. Now.
Ready to go? Go ahead.
If I had known this was on a fucking Kickstarter, I would have. Oh.
You want me to go over this list of things you can do?
Give her.
Okay, so the list of things. You and your crew are in charge of every aspect of a ship, including loading, firing cannons, repairing holes in sails, manning the pumps, and boarding the enemy ships.
So it's all strategy-based.
The captain can give crew commands and orders, but it's up to the crew to carry them out. You can name and customize your ship.
Which makes sense.
You can overthrow your captain.
Which also makes sense. Mutiny! Arr! Yeah, sorry.
You have an assortment of 18th century firearms at your disposal, though it looks like you can get creative as what you can use as a weapon.
Oh, yeah, because you can use a lot of melee weapons as well.
Right. The game is match-based and will feature different types of modes, including assaults on enemy ships, defending your own ships, capturing the treasure, and more. The weather and landscape system is robust, allowing you to experience everything from storms to icebergs and sandbars, which will affect your game. Ladies and gentlemen, there will be hats.
I was wondering what you're going to do with that. Oh, jeez.
I mean, this looks awesome. And I'm not even like a big fan of pirates, but this looks kind of cool.
Oh, by the way, they've reached their goal.
Oh,
I just went to the Kickstarter. This is only yesterday that I got this news article early in the morning. They've reached their goal. They've doubled their goal. They're at $20,229. They're only looking for $10,000 for this awesome game, by the way.
Wow. Only, what is this? Only 2 days ago, they were only at 7,300. They've doubled that since then.
Yeah, because it's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to play this. Oh, my ladies, that be steaming it up. Sorry, that's not.
This is the
Ja Rule.
This looks so neat. I mean, it's kind of like what I feel. It's like it's multiplayer 3D FTL.
Yeah.
Where it's like, you have to go from this, you have to make sure everything's taken care of. Except you're on a pirate ship instead of like a spaceship.
Oh god, did you see that one spot where it says, what is Blackwake? And then it shows like a picture there where an enemy ship is just firing cannons and killing all of your crew at once?
Yep.
Just mowing them down with cannonballs. Like, that's pretty gory and awesome. Oh, fuck, I can't wait to play this.
I mean, you can potentially be minding your own business on your ship, and all of a sudden, boom, you get the fuck shot out of you by a cannonball. Your ass gets shot by a cannonball. Get there.
Right.
Get there. I'm about this. And like I said, I'm not even like a pirate kind of guy, and this is kind of cool.
Oh, I cannot wait to play this at all. Oh, it's gonna be so good.
So there you go. I mean, the Kickstarter's still there, guys. And by the time when we release the podcast into our other forums, it's probably still going to have more than 2 weeks left to it. So I'm sure that they have other stretch goals that they want to get to. So go help them out, guys. I mean, if you like the idea of being able to shoot guys with cannonballs, which I'm pretty sure I think that's pretty neat. Go over there and throw them a few dollars. I mean, they're talking about pledging about $18 US will get you a retail copy of the game and will allow you to test the alpha and the beta versions of the game. And then Kickstarter exclusive in-game rank badge to show that you supported. And then, yeah, I mean, so it says approximately $19 US to get a retail copy of the game and the availability of playing it in alpha and in beta. So there you go.
Jeez.
It's not that expensive, and it looks like a game that's going to be pretty freaking cool.
Yeah. Looks pretty awesome.
So there you go.
And that's pretty much the end of my news for this week. Didn't really go for any Kickstarters because we both had a lot of news because there was a lot going on. So.
Oh yeah. So yeah. So yeah, thanks guys again for tuning in, listening, watching, whatever you guys are doing. So again, we appreciate all the support that you guys have been showing us. The two of us are pretty much just blown away by the amount of feedback that we've been getting from you guys, and just it's weekly feedback, which is just very encouraging for us for this podcast. So again, thank you guys very much for all of that you've given us.
Indeed. And again, don't forget to leave comments. You don't have to just contact me via Twitter. Comments are nice too.
Get some comments. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit that like button for us. It helps other people find the podcast and gets more support for us so that we have more things to talk about.
Indeed. And if things work out then maybe the podcast may be moved up a day or so in regards to when they're uploaded. So there you go.
Incentives.
Woohoo.
Let your friends know. Let your friends know. Let your friend's dog know. The dog wants to listen, trust me.
Oh, he knows he does. That's an extra view. He'll download it to his iPod. Anyways, as always, thank you all for listening and or watching. I'm Stephanie Old World Gamer, along with Scott Devin Kane, and we'll see you all next time for more Indie Pixels Podcast.
Have a good one, folks.